Hi, thanks for taking some time to check out our bottle builder. We've designed this tool to give a completely online experience to designing a private label, regardless if this is a promotional item or a brand that you're looking to start. Our online tool will give you the flexibility to design, pay, prepare your shipping, um, see a digital rendering, and even a 3D AR rendering in real time and through the web here. What we're going to do today is just walk you through this tool, give you a couple of tips that might help as you're using the designer. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Hello at simplyrainwater.co, C-O, and we'll get those questions answered right away. But for now, let's jump into it and see what the interaction is like here in the designer. The first thing you'll notice when you get into designer is we have a pop-up here. Read before exiting. And we do encourage you to read these points here. There's some really useful details that are going to help you as you navigate the tool and give you some sort of tips and pointers to make the experience a bit better. We do mention that if you are placing a larger order, greater than about a pallet or 70 cases, you could consider reaching out to us directly, and we could probably offer some deeper discounted pricing than what you'd find here in the tool. Regarding pricing, you'll find that $99 is the price for one 24 count case. The unit economics improve very quickly at larger volumes, and we would encourage you to consider 30 cases where you'll find better unit economics. A couple other points here, like minimum required text, labels, label color, we're going to get into a bit later, and so I'm going to jump quickly then to shipping. Any private label order that is over 10 cases is going to be shipped with a freight carrier. Unlike a parcel carrier like UPS or FedEx, these will be shipped with Central Freight, XPO, Estes, Southeastern Freight. We do that for a number of reasons: to save cost first, and second, to mitigate any damage. We see far fewer damages when we ship with these freight carriers. We have some freight estimates here below as a guideline. But at any point, you can certainly reach out to us and we will confirm that freight rate. You'll notice that I'm here in the designer. We have a number of options: upload an image, upload some text, print types, my saved designs, etc. I'm just going to walk very quickly forward with a very basic project and get things started. So I'm going to start by uploading my logo. We recommend a PNG or a file that does not have a background or a clear background, unless you're printing on white, for example. The label template is going to be clear by default. So from here, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and upload an image. And I'm going to upload this from my computer. We'll choose from your device. And you'll see I have a PNG here. Great. And a couple ways you could notice that this is a PNG, just if you're unsure, you can see very clearly that rather than being a square, the artwork is bound very simply to the round circle that we've included here. Furthermore, you'll notice that the word "here" is transparent. We can see spring water sort of showing through the text. So that would be a clear indication to me that this is in fact a clear image, a PNG. And so you're going to have a lot of flexibility here in terms of where you want to move the artwork, whether you want it centered, and you'll notice that it's going to snap to center if you want it on the left side, the right side. For now, just for convenience, again, I'm going to find the center here. I think I want my logo to be a bit larger. And so, yeah, I generally like the way that this looks. The next thing you're going to find is what we call minimum required text. And so because of some rules with the FDA, there is some text that we are required to put on the water, on the bottle. That would include, of course, the fact that this is spring water, the volume of the can, 16 fluid ounces or 473 milliliters. This text, you'll notice, cannot be deleted. The delete option is not available here. You could, however, choose the colors to match the artwork that that you're using, for example. And so I'm going to go with a version of red to sort of match the logo that I've included. And I'm going to choose black for for the volume information. Great. Finally, we have some more minimum required text here on the left side. This includes who bottled the product, where we bottled the product, the source of the water, and again, just some text that the FDA would deem required. And I'm going to go ahead and choose that text to be black. You could also, of course, change the text style. And so if you want to find a font that you like a bit more or sort of matches your theme a little better, I'm going to go back to what we had initially. So very straightforward, very seamless. I was able to upload a logo, design the bottle, make some color changes to my text, and I'm pretty happy with this. So there's a couple of things I can do from here. I could save, I could add it to my cart, but first, what I want to do is I want to see what this looks like as a 3D rendering. And so you'll notice now that we've got our artwork here as a 3D rendering. You'll see that I've got my logo, spring water. I've changed the color of that text. And of course, that minimum required text that we discussed a bit earlier. Whoops. So some of that information here. Great. And I have found a couple of changes I want to make. So I'm going to go ahead and close this 3D preview. And the next thing I want to do is I've decided that instead of a clear label, I actually want to use a solid colored label. So what we're going to do now is just go ahead and change that background color. And you'll find that here in Edit Background. You can also find it here. And there's a number of options you could take. You could upload an image to the background. For example, if you wanted a mountain scene in the background, behind this, you certainly could do that. But I'm just going to choose a solid color. And you'll notice that the color chosen currently is the absence of color is clear. But I'm going to find a color that I like. I think this blue sort of works with this red. I'm going to choose OK. Great. And again, you'll notice that the background obviously changed. And if we go back to our 3D preview, you'll find that this, of course, changed as well. While I'm here in the 3D preview, I'm going to quickly show you a AR option that we have. From here, you would choose your device that you'd want to see what's happening in AR. You could choose iPhone. And you're going to be generated a QR code here that you can scan. And that's going to give you the ability to see this can with your artwork in real time in AR. And I'll choose video. And this does just take a moment to load, but we're going to scan that code. You can see that I've got my artwork here now on my iPhone. Finally, what I could do is move this artwork into a physical space. I'm going to click here, and it's going to scan the space. Great, and you can see now that we've got our can here in AR. Okay, now that we are back on the computer, we're going to close that AR preview. And we're going to close the 3D preview. Great, I'm very happy with the way my artwork looks. And so again, I've got a number of options here. I could save this design, or I could add it to my cart. Great, and once I'm in my cart, you'll see very quickly that I'm prompted immediately for the first tier of discounts, which will happen at 10 cases. And so let's just go ahead and do that. And you'll see that we've made a very significant price reduction from $125 a case to $60 a case. Again, we've got another tier of discount available at 20 cases. And we've taken about another $5 off our case. I'm going to make a big jump here to 50 cases, $31 a case. From here, I proceed to checkout. And very simply, enter my information, enter my shipping address, continue to shipping. and check out from there. Well, we appreciate you taking the time to take a look at our bottle designer with us. Of course, if you have any questions, please don't ever hesitate to reach out. You can send us an email at hello@simplyrainwater.co. If you have any issues with the bottled biller, or of course, if you want to talk about a large project, we'd be happy to get on the phone. Thanks.